Hope everyone's doing good today. Yes. I guess it'll just look better with the guitar. I have the instruments. This is another test stream. We're testing again. And got a lot to test, people. Oh, and my wire is plugged in correctly. Good. Of course, this doesn't matter much, but this is just something I always fix. Doesn't matter much right now, but it matters. So, okay. Oh, I forgot to bring up chat. Dude, there's so much to do. I am like totally overwhelmed by how much is going on. I'm also trying to just provide some context. I made a pretty big investment in this new computer, and the return policy ends on the 8th, and I'm in like a scramble mode. Not a scramble mode. That's over dramatizing it. But oh man, come on. But I've been trying to figure out. I've been basically building this whole area and hoping that it works and making it work. How do I get to chat, bro? What is up with this? Opera is so weird. There we go. Hi. There we go. Better. Alright. Yes, I've been trying to there we go. Trying to test everything. Okay. I won't go into it much. I'm sure it probably doesn't make much sense because there's just so much going on right now, and I'm trying to test it all. But I don't wanna bore you with it, and I don't wanna talk about it. I kinda wanna just play a little bit and then do more of these tests and figure that all out in the background. And over time we'll learn more. So we're at 100% of both the external GPU and the internal GPU. Now we're at 0% of the internal GPU. Ableton Live keeps going up like 70% for a second for some reason. I don't know why. And I have a list of things that I'm going to test today. I can tell you some of these lists. So I want to be able to have 0 lag while doing the 2 streams like I'm doing right now, while I adjust the parameters on the video effects, which I've done so far, and it seems like it works well. Some of the parameters at least, not additional effects. I'm sure that takes more. When I use the other cameras, which I can't use, I have a forum post waiting for that, because weird like format for cameras. I'm going to do screen capturing YouTube on this stream from OBS, sending over NDI, which is a protocol for sending video across a network, either on a single computer or multiple computers. I'm going to do it one computer, but basically that's the way to get a YouTube in there, because I want to get YouTube like videos like nature in the background and mix that and stuff like that, and so I want to be able to do that. But that's going to be pretty resource intensive, so I don't know if that's going to work. We might get some lag at that point, but we're testing for that reason. And then we might try some overall composition effects, because that'd be good too. Right now we should have one color effect in the background, which I don't know how much that adds. I tested out zooming. That doesn't seem to have any effect on us. That's good. We got the scrolling bar at the bottom. I don't think that will have much effect, but we're testing it too. Also want to test some overlay buttons. I want to pull some buttons, or hit some buttons to bring up an overlay on top of the image. I don't think that will be too resource intensive. I still have to set those up, so I don't think we'll test those right now. I also want to test lumen on the sidebar, or on the sidecar rather. All this stuff requires so much explanation if I'm really going to explain it, but I won't explain it all though. You'll just know that. Lumen in the sidecar. And then additional overlay and resolume for bina. For example, display the instruments in the corner over bina. That's something I'd like to be able to do. Something I can test right now. And overlay a second camera over it. Like if I have the camera on a guitar and put the iPad screen overlaid over it or something like that. We're going to see what we can do. But it's good to learn the capabilities of all these things, so that I can make the most informed decision before the return policy is over the computer. Oh, also, this might be too intense, because yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever that stream was, I realized that I had that issue where it was too loud on the guitar, because I had it at like 80%, and it sounded great for me, but not so great for you probably. So now we're at 20-30%, and we're also going to check out the activity monitor. Activity monitor right now, CPU is at, we have 60% free of CPU right now, hovering around there for a while, and GPU, we are still at 100% usage of the external GPU, and we are at 0% usage of the internal GPU, which is probably still going to keep going up and down if it just went to 100%. So something funky's happening with Ableton Live there. Sometime I want to ask them about. And then I want to check out the OBS streams. So we have 0 drop frames everywhere. We have well, actually, due to internet, we're dropping approximately 4.5% of frames. But that's because I'm using Wi-Fi. So, but as far as encoding and rendering lag, we're at 0%. Only have 2 frames dropped out of 35,000, so that's great. Okay, so I think I'll play one song and then we'll test out doing the overlay. I don't know if I'll play a full song either, because I don't know if it's really worth it to get into a song and just get right back into the mode of just trying to troubleshoot and going back and forth it. But we'll play a little bit though, just because it's all I want to do and get this stuff set up. And it's better too. It's better for you people. Whoa. I'm really excited for when this stuff is going to be done. I can't wait. But there's a lot of work in between it though. I get up in the evening, got nothing to say. Come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired, and I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use a little help. You can't stop the fire, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Message keeps getting clearer, radio on, moving round the place. I check my look in the mirror, I wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. Man, I ain't getting nowhere, I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere, baby, I just know that there is. You can't start a fire, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Okay, it's fun to get into a little bit. Soon we'll be able to get into a lot more, which would be good. I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired, man, I'm just tired and bored myself. This reverb is like, you gotta control it too. See, it's pretty crazy here. This is like a crazy reverb that I got here. It's pretty crazy, but I like it too though. But I want to be able to like know. Okay, first we got pre-delay. Turn that off. I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way, and I ain't nothing but tired. Oh, that's what I get for trying to get from G to C without looking at it. I ain't nothing but tired. Okay, let's just have this other thing now. That was fun. Hey player, what's up? I just saw that. Right now I don't have my Windows. I think I'm going to get some more monitors here soon. But that's also another thing I want to test out. I want to test out getting another 3 monitors here within the next week, so I can test out the GPU properly. And then I'll also be able to see all the different screens at once, which would be really ideal. Basically, if this works out, then everything will be completely ideal in like, I don't know, 2 weeks. It'll be really sweet. But there's a lot of stuff to figure out between then. I have like hundreds and hundreds of notes that I've just written over the past couple of days about this has to be exactly like this, this has to be like this, this has to be like this. I've been looking into electric tables to raise and lower, because that's such a huge helpful thing for this stream. And there's, I don't know, probably over like, I have no idea, hundreds and hundreds of notes about it already, like thousands and thousands of words. But that's, to engineer things, you have to look at everything in detail. You have to look at every little part of what you're engineering, what you're building. And once you engineer it, you automate a solution and you build a space that can work. And there's a lot of things to think about with engineering, because you have to be so many different things to think about. But anyway, let's get back to testing this thing out. So I just downloaded the new, or it's not new, well I guess it's updated. I didn't have it before for some reason. There's an NDI to send the video from one stream to the other, so we can try getting YouTube, and I can test it out over here. I'll move, I don't know how I can do this. Yeah, I'll try it over here. I'm going to put it over the instrument stream, and then we're going to check. First off, we're still at 0% rendering lag, 0% rendering lag and stuff. Also, our network issues have been reduced, only 2% drop frames due to Ethernet. And now, okay, so now I want to go to, first off I want to open up a tab of like Google Chrome and just place something YouTube there. And we'll just search for like public domain, nature. Okay, so we'll just do this. There's a big playlist over here of different things, and we'll mute this. Okay, and then just first we'll just test off just playing the YouTube video in the background, because that probably takes out some GPU as well, I'd imagine. That's also probably running off the internal GPU right now. Windows server at 50%, because the video, let's put the video over here so the Windows server goes away, I think. Let's see how that works. I get up in the morning, ain't got nothing in my head. not playing the video. That was stupid. I don't know why we're not playing it. These videos are all 30 seconds long, so hopefully there's not an issue there. Probably gonna be an issue there. I should probably open up with some Firefox, because for some reason Google Chrome can't play YouTube videos properly. Okay. Okay, so now we're doing that, and I guess I'll put this GPU thing over here. In the meantime, I would just play. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, that just looks stupid the way they have it. Just need one long video rather than these short videos that are stupid. Okay. You can't start a fire. Maybe let's try a different reverb effect, different reverb plugin. I got this other one that seems like it's probably more like, probably better for this kind of thing. Hello? 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 Pretty intense still. I guess is it red? Okay, just turn on no way to change that. Gotta change over here. So now you can just turn down the mix there. So that's cool, that works. Okay, so we're playing the YouTube video and there's still no drop frames, so that's good. This reverb sounds good too and it's a lot less intense, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, we're doing good here. Now, let's try to take the window capture from over here. Let's close this window capture because window capture's not doing anything for us. And then go over here. And then, oh, we can do window capture actually. Oh, that's cool. Last time I checked window capture, it didn't work. Okay, so window capture, we're running Firefox. Firefox, public domain, YouTube. Okay, cool. So now we can close that out there. Can't really show you what's going on, but that's fine now. You can just imagine or whatever. It doesn't matter, just test people. We're just getting stuff set up here. Okay. Dedicate iPad. Okay. YouTube from NDI. Okay, so we got that. Close, apply changes, close. Okay, now I can go into Resolume and go to, where do I want to put the YouTube? I guess I can put it over here. Yeah, I'll put it over here. And I'll go sources. Hopefully this works. Cool. And then we're going to go like this. Might as well make this, I don't know if I should make this big right now. Average time to render frame, 46 milliseconds. I don't know why that says that. It says in red, like it's a bad thing. And also we only have 22 frames per second, even though we're not dropping any. So I don't know why that's happening, because we have 30 and only 13 milliseconds. That's something that we can check out. If there's lag on here or something like that. So many things going on here, people. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? Oh, we want to move this over, anchor, move the x-axis over here. We also want to just make this smaller, I think, too. And that's too big. Yeah, there we go. And x-axis over here. Okay, cool. And now I think we're ready to go here. All we have to do is just do this, and then we have to go and do, oh, we have to unbypass the layer. Okay, and now we have a thing. Okay, so now we can go like this. So now we are mixing two layers. We we're getting some rendering lag here now. We have 1%. I'm going to reset it too. Also, I'm going to take a screenshot here and see why that's happening. Why rendering average time high and FPS low? The whole bina stream has 30 FPS and 10 milliseconds average time to render frame and 0 rendering lag at the same time. I should play, this is the instrument stream. This is the instruments stream. Okay, so we got that, and the bina stream is still cranking along perfectly with no issues. Cool. So now let's check out now let's make this. Let's just try putting this over here because I think that'd be easier. And now we have some crazy things going on here. People are playing, if anybody's on the instrument stream, you can see this. Actually, you cannot, because it is not tracking it. It is not doing what it should be doing. It's not working. Okay, let's try just like re-getting, I guess. No, it just straight up not working. Okay, let's try a, let's try that. Oh, do we have to? Okay, so now it's working. I have to keep that, that active in OBS. Now we're at 50 milliseconds and 3.3% lags. This is definitely, I think, putting on some more. We're only at 19 frames per second. But if I go to oh right, that was part of the reason, because I think that I'm doing it on this screen, and that probably uses a much larger resolution. So let me try putting it over here and seeing if that changes anything. This is supposed to be a nature documentary, and it's like a guy eating an apple and like really weird stuff. That's because public domain. Okay. Get some Richard Nixon here, I think. There's so much stuff going on here, people. It would be better to get a more powerful computer that can handle this, obviously. Okay. Nope. I'll try moving this layer below that layer because it'll probably just look better that way. That looks pretty cool. And also, no, we can't zoom right now because it's not working. I can't see anybody's chatting right now because I'm looking at the window, or I have other things in the window, so if anybody's saying anything, well, I can check it real quick, I guess. I don't think so, because this is not the most interesting stream to hang around, probably. But, yes, okay, so I checked that out. Okay, and now, okay, so window capture is working, so that does allow me to do that, so that's helpful. Okay, so this is one of the things I wanted to test. Now we're testing it. We're at 4% frames just to do rendering lag. Okay, and on bina, we're still running perfectly. Okay, cool. Okay, now what else do we want to test out? I want to test out overlay the iPad. I don't have the capacity to run that extra camera right now because I'm having issues with the USB hub. Alright, let's just play one more song and then go. I've been sitting for a while and I kind of want to do other stuff. And then we can come back. I think I just gotta order this stuff and I can always return it if it doesn't work out well. I think that's the way to do it. And then just focus on the music rather than all of this stuff. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then, would have said those 3 old words. From the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then. Now I'm gonna move away, move another time, another day. Ooh, I wanna stay. Maybe hang around you. Call it love, call it fate, call it shame that we met so late. Love, love, so lightly. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then, I would have said those 3 old words. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better. We ever so much in love. We ever so much in love. Couldn't wait to get to sleep and dream about the one you wish was there beside you. Whoa. We ever so much in love. You couldn't wait to sleep and dream about the one you wish was there beside you. They sat in a Mandan luncheonette, sipping imaginary cola and drawing faces on tabletop dust. His voice was rusty from years as a sergeant on this man's army. They were old and crusty. She was 20 when the diner was a baby. He was the dishwasher, busy in the back, his hands covered with gravy. Hair black and wavy, brilliant teen slick, a pot cut and dandy. He was young and randy. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Day to day, today, today. Then they were old, their lives wasted away. Month to month and year to year, they all run together, all run together. They sat together in an empty diner filled with cracked china. The old news blown across the filthy floor. They sat together in the empty diner filled with cracked china. The old news is blowing across the filthy floor, and the sign on the door read, "This way out," that's all it read. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo, that's all it said. That's all it said. They all sat together in an empty diner filled with cracked china. The old news is blowing across the filthy floor, and the sign on the door read, sign on the door read, "This way out," that's all it read. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo, that's all it said. This is the band from Luncheonette. They all sat together in the abandoned luncheonette, sipping imaginary cola and drawing faces on tabletop dust. Oh, hey, his voice is rusty from years as a sergeant on this man's army. They were old and rusty. I don't know what's going on back there. She was 20 when the diner was a baby. He was the dishwasher, busy in the back, his hands covered with gravy. Hair black and wavy, brilliant teen slick, a pot cleaning dandy. He was young and randy. Alright, people. That's fun to sing. It's fun to really sing it, man. I haven't been doing that much lately with all this infrastructure stuff to get improvements behind the scenes, but soon we'll do a lot more of it. I don't know what's going on with this other stream. Oh, they're just looking weird and stuff. There's a picture of Steve Jobs, and I was watching a Steve Jobs video last night. Very interesting. But let's check out the thing, and then I think basically we got what we needed. Oh, we're actually running pretty good. Oh, maybe that's because we're at 10%. Okay, so we're missing 10% of frames right now. I don't know what's going on, why that keeps jumping around like that. Something weird is going on there. Something very weird is happening everywhere. But anyway, whatever. That's cool. I think we got enough data here that just adding that one thing is not sufficient with just the one external GPU. So I think I'm going to try getting one more external GPU and then getting the monitors and seeing how that works out. and see if we're able to handle, because I would really like to be able to handle the extra YouTube on the stream. And it says huge in the corner of my screen for some reason. It's a weird world we live in. Yeah, so if I get one more external GPU, I think I can make that work. It's worth trying, and then if it doesn't work, then I can return it. And then if it doesn't work, then I can either consider returning the laptop and getting a desktop instead, which would be so much easier in a lot of ways, but it's also more expensive, and it's also doesn't have the same on-off ability. It doesn't have battery power like the laptop does, which is nice, but it might be faster in some ways than doing that. And then I could be able to stand up. It'd be so much better. So much better to stand up, people. I want to stand up like this whole time, but I'm just held down by gravity. Gravity that's making it so the computers have to be raised, but you can get better infrastructure, engineering, and using the tools that other engineers make to create the best solution, to create the best streams and share the best experiences. That's the goal here, people. Anyway, I'm going to go, because right now this experience of the stream is right about over. We got more coming, but it's kind of a long, not a sprint, but a marathon, but a lot longer than a marathon, so we're going to keep on working. Alright, see you, people. I hope everybody has a great day, and yeah, thanks, yeah, bye. That's that. Still perfect, by the way, on the whole bina stream. 0% frames missed due to rendering lag, 2.6% due to internet, and then on the instrument stream, that was kind of a mess. We have 12% mid-drop frames and 32 milliseconds average time to render frames, so there might be latency too there. Okay, see you, people. Also, before I go, we're still at 100%. We've been at 100%. I can look at the, we've been steady at 100% the entire time on the external GPU, and we're still going from 0% to 100% very quickly on the internal GPU. So